Hey guys, I am going to make you a quick video to kind of show you how to navigate to all of the research stuff that Mrs. Matthews showed us today for your research project and kind of just quickly go over the assignment with you one more time. Okay, so you'll find it in modules. In modules, you'll find the Marine Animal Research Project. And I have all the information you need here. So again, you're going to choose two different animals, do some research on them, and then make a claim as to which one is most deserving of protection by humans and why. We have the next 2 weeks to do this. If you want to use winter break to get anything done, you can. I'll check in with you guys next week if we need to add another week after break because I don't want it to be a homework assignment over break. We can negotiate that. So right now, just work on it and let's see how far we can get in the class times we have between now and break. All right, you're going to choose two animals from the list below. Again, the reason why we're using these animals is because they are in our research database. Okay, and that makes it a lot easier to find the information and a lot easier to cite your source. For each of those two animals, you are going to find the common name and the scientific name, its classification, habitat, where in the oceans does it live, role in the food web, so what does it eat, life cycles, so anything about how it sort of progresses through its life. How long does it live? How does it reproduce? How many offsprings does it have? Does it go through any big changes during its lifetime? Fun facts. So in addition, we're going to put at least 3 unique or interesting adaptations or facts, things about the animal that allows it to be successful that you haven't already mentioned previously. You want to have at least one picture of each animal, and then you want a spot where you cite your sources, and I'll show you how to do that like Miss Matthews did. Okay, so once you get this background information about both of your animals, you're going to make a claim, your opinion, your claim as to which one deserves or needs protection the most and why. So don't use opinion for why, but use some sort of information that you learned about these animals. All of this research should be presented in a Google slideshow. And what I'm going to do after I make the Screencastify is I am going to make you a template for a slideshow that you could choose to use if you want. There's no set limit to the number of slides, but be sure you cover all this information and also make sure you don't put too much information in any one particular slide. So you're welcome to be creative with all the bells and whistles with how you format your slideshow, like your transitions, your font, all that kind of stuff, but make sure you have the content in there. Okay, I don't know why that's cut off. I'll fix that. But we've got mammals, fishes, invertebrates, birds, and then also reptiles, which we didn't have there before. So there are some cool marine reptiles that you could choose from. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to courses. You were all invited to be in the KMS Library 2020-2021 course. If you can't find it, go down to all courses and you'll get a list of all of your courses. You should be able to find it in there and store it, and it will come up to your dashboard. Okay, so in your dashboard, I think this is where we go. Yep. In your dashboard, you should have something that looks like this. Okay, so this is Mrs. Matthews' page, and she's put this together for us. In this page, if you scroll down, there's this spot where it says Research Databases. Okay, and the one that she recommended for us to start at was this first one, the SIRS Discoverer. Remember, she said don't go through Symbaloo. So don't go through researching here in Symbaloo because you have to do a login. But if you go through Canvas, you don't have to log in at all. Okay, and then remember, this was real snazzy because when she opened this up, all that information is in here. Okay. So all those animals that are in the Canvas assignment are in here. So what you need to do is find where it says animals. And then across here, the different classification of animals, and you'll find marine animals in birds, fishes, invertebrates, mammals, and even reptiles. So we'll go to reptiles. Thank you to one of our students who pointed out that there are marine reptiles. For example, there's the leatherback sea turtle. Okay, so Here, for every single one of these articles, the information is set up the same. So you'll find the common name, and sometimes there's more than one common name, and then you'll find the scientific name. There'll be pictures that you could use. Okay. There's information. You can even push the listen.
Leatherback sea turtle research topic scientific name. Dermachalis
So if you
contents related images Q-facts leatherback sea turtles are reptiles that live in oceans around the world. They are found in warm, tropical waters and
hang on a second. Oh, there it is. Okay. So if you wanted to read out loud to you, can. So they have a little introduction paragraph about it, but scroll down because they've got all this information. They've got some fun facts for you. They've got classification. That's one of the things you need to talk about. Dimensions could be a fun fact. Behavior might be interesting. Physical description, habitat is required. You want to look into population and conservation status. That could be good evidence for whether or not that animal needs protection. Lifespan would be part of life cycle. Diet. Okay. You can come down here and there's a few more things that are related. Okay, so you should be able to find everything you need on here for that animal. You can also go back to this database. Let's see, where do we want to go? Oh, that's right. This kicks you out of Canvas. So if you go back into Canvas, there's another, okay, so she said to start here with SIRS. And then the second place you could go if you want to look for another resource. Oh, wait, I'm going to go back here. So if you go into SIRS, sorry. Remember we talked about how you need to cite where you got your information from? So if you end up using this database, let's go back to animals. Let's go back to leatherback turtles because they're cool. Okay. So over here, use this document. There's this little thing for cite. So your last slide should be this information. And to copy this information, you just push copy and then paste it right into your slideshow. Okay. Now let's go back and look at the other database real quick. Okay. She also said World Book is another one. And I believe she said World Book Discover is one. If you are challenged a little bit with nonfiction reading, you could try that one. And I believe she said World Book. Let's just try this one. World Book Online, I think is the one she said. So this would be your second option for finding information. Okay. Let's see. Maybe that wasn't it. Let's go back one. I think it was World Book Student. Okay, that looks like more like what we're looking at. Okay, so if we wanted to do leatherback turtle, okay, let's just see what pops up. Okay, so you get a little bit of information about sea turtles here. See how it's not quite so specific. So now it gets a little bit harder to find what you're looking for, but you can certainly try that. Okay, and for this one, so if you were to go here, okay, how to cite this article. Okay, and I think you do MLA, so you would use this information right here to cite it. Okay. The last thing, if you were just to go out into the World Wide Web, just Google leatherback turtles, you're going to get all sorts of information. So then it's going to be more complicated. And if you choose an animal that's not on that original list, this is how you would have to do it. But you could also find out how to cite that information too. And remember, she said to go here, go to my bib and generate my bibliography. And for this one, add a citation. You would put the website that you got your information from. Okay, and then you would go ahead and it would give you a citation for it. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. And, obviously if you were not at class today, that might be super helpful. And even if you were, I think just to have this here to go back to is good. Okay, so I'm also going to add like a, I don't know what you call it, I'll give you kind of some scaffolding with how to set up your slides, which you can choose or not choose. Okay, good luck, you guys. Let me know if you need help.